My brother, welcome to DCP, man. We have here Urel in the building, man. Urel or UL?
UL.
Can it be like TRL from people?
Ain't no TRL up in this.
Hey, man, we got him in the building on DCP, man. Kidney transplant recipient.
20 years, baby, celebrate, man.
Tell us a little bit about that journey, my man.
Alright, my name is Ulysses Ford. Everybody calls me UL for short. That's my real name. I am a 2003 pancreas and kidney transplant recipient here at the Ohio State University. Dr. Elkmoss and Dr. Davies were my two transplant doctors. This has been a journey since 1985 till present, and it continues today through the blessings of family, love, and God. I hope you stay tuned, check me out, hear my story, hear my life, and please understand this is about transplant, donation, organ donors, Lifeline Ohio, and also my personal experience. Take care. God bless.
Hold on, man. What do you think you got coming up?
Yeah, man. What you got coming up, bro?
Oh, I got a great event.
Come on, man.
Out, man. 3, 2, 1, peace.
All right.
Where the love? What happened to the love, man? It ain't involved. Murder, man, it's all I see. What happened to the love, man? It ain't involved. When it's murder, man, it's all I see. What happened to the love, man? It ain't involved. When it's murder, man, it's all I see. What happened to the love, man? It ain't involved. When it's murder, man, it's all I see. Can I live? Can I live? Can I live?
Yo, DCP, the corner pocket, man. Hit that like button right there. You see that like button? Hit it. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. Boop. Yes, sir.
Hey, DCP, the corner pocket is. Wow, man.
Oh man, how you still with that sorry old suck on shirt?
It's
it's coming in the building. Take over.
Hold on.
No, man, no. I thought we were to take over. We done expanded the Big Ten. We done done things, and the green and white has come. I told y'all, I'm ready for this day.
I did the floor with the mop.
No, bro, ain't gonna happen. You got the toilet bowl cleaner over here. You got the green and white. You got a sorry nut. So what you gonna do?
Okay.
Represent. Come on, go green, go white, baby.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
That's when we come forward, get
You
it.
know, last show we had JJ. We said mom for Dr. Beds, right?
Yep.
I want to tell you something, man, about my brother UL, man. I asked permission earlier, man, to crack a joke, man. He said I could, so back in the day, we used to go club hopping and clubbing a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, call me, I was here. What is that, man, in the background? So, get our meds together. Your meds together? For what? This big old bag full of meds, man. I'm here all the time, man. So then, my house, they pick me up and be mad. Why? I gotta turn around. But only had to turn around, man. Because they got my meds. You what? Wait a minute, the club is on a 10. It's 11:30. You gotta turn around again.
Yep.
Man, you know what, Keith? I used to be so bad. Man, I was really mad. I don't know why. I just wanted to go to bed. We had to turn around. Boy, you forgot his meds. He forgot his meds. We had to turn around because he forgot his meds. We had to turn around. Oh, he forgot his meds.
See, he went a little beefy. He got a little sleepy. He got a little sneezy. I don't want to kill him. You know he got his man. It was in the bag. He feeling real sad, and now he got mad. Look at the mock heads. They are dead. Big 10 Buckeyes over we coming for your head.
Okay.
Get out the way. Losers every year. Get this man some tissue. I think he shed it
If
here.
you're tired, you better go to bed. But man, you forgot your meds. If you're tired, you better go to bed. had to turn around. Oh, he forgot his meds. We had to turn around.
He had to turn around.
He had to turn around. Oh, he forgot his meds.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all right. I like that.
At least I didn't forget my ID though.
It's okay. My ID though. I got it in the club. I was 21. I forget my ID.
Hold on, we went to the door after the club. And who said, "Hey man, I left my ID at the crib"?
Yeah, that's fire. Well, he's got an ID, man.
So y'all were club hopping. Whenever get to that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you would know when videos are dropping. And we are here with our man Ulysses, not the president, but Ulysses UL. You're in the building.
URL, according to key. URL. I just said URL.
Yeah. Little quick history on that. My real name is Ulysses Ford, government-wise, but U period L period because my grandfather is Ulysses Ford Sr. And they used to call him U period L period because back in those days people didn't know how to spell and all of that.
Right.
So when he went to the army, they said that that was not a real name, so he took off the periods, added on the Y, SSES, and that's how you get to the name Ulysses.
Nice.
So ever since then, we ran with it, we stuck with it, and now I'm third generation.
Okay.
Well, history fact. You know, you were talking about a little bit ago in the intro before you forgot your meds. We had to turn around.
Yeah, turn around.
We're not gonna say what meds that he takes, but they're legal. They're
They're
legal. Some are black market, but you know, you didn't know that. But he said that was club hopping. That's in the former days. Club hopping.
Man.
Where was I going to like the male reviews?
Our spot, let me all know that back in the day with DJs.
DJs right there on Broad and James.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
DJs.
Is that where the old little chicken wing spot behind the church? It changed names like 3 or 4 different times, right?
No.
Bank One and all that, Rowley's and all that.
Oh, down further. Okay.
Speedway and everything.
Yeah, man.
So it's cool. It's a nice little spot, a little honeycomb spot, as we call it. No trouble, no violence, nothing like that. Everybody got along. We had drunk row. We had those. It was the players. People coming in there sweating because they were wearing 3-piece suits. We had a good time.
And not to cut you off, and not to cut you off, man, but that sounds so familiar, man. Like it sounds like what Larry be doing with the Recipient scene. That's coming up also, man. See how I plug that, man. Hey, Friday, August the 18th, man, at the HQ headquarters, more like all us back at it again, you know, the Recipient scene. Go check it out, because it'd be fire, man. So back to the party.
Yeah, I actually got to go to one of those, man, and you got me to go to one like a couple weeks ago, and it's actually really laid back because I really don't do the club scene. But it was not, I didn't feel like it was a club scene. I felt like it was an adult gathering where like mature adults, it was a positive atmosphere, and people was just relaxing, man, on positive vibes. The DJ was really lit, and it was really fun, man. I would really encourage you guys to get out and go to an event. It's not what you think. I had real fun, man.
That's how I used to be at, you know, we should go out, man.
Had a good time.
Yeah,
Had a good time and be at church at 7 a.m.
7 a.m.
Yeah, so.
And then I know you will be at church over here.
So if you don't have a tambourine, you go like this.
Yeah, I got my medicine bag. Got to shake that medicine bag. Pastor Troy be like, amen lights, amen lights.
Hey, man, all jokes aside though, man, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, man, he is a 20-year recipient, man, of a kidney and pancreas transplant, man. And I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, reward you, man. Like, I feel like he was like, you guys zoom in. I feel like before you start talking, I just want to give you an award, man, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know a lot of people, man, that's been through this, man, that's probably been through and everything. So I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. Got your little mop head shirt on and stuff.
Man, don't worry about that.
That's good, man. But I just wanted to show you. I just want to give you one gift for now, man. I got another gift for you.
I got a gift for me. Oh,
Yeah, so,
Lord, no gifts me off the chain. Yeah. What's the medicine bag? Come on.
He already know. He watched the show, bro. He
Take some first off, man. Come on, man.
I'm the biggest brother you could ever have. Come on, baby. 6'5", 275. Call me Tyler Wade.
Because, you know, Michigan is the bigger brother than, you know, Michigan State. But I just wanted to show you, so I just want to give you, man, I want to give you this thing, you know, because, you know, 20th year anniversary, man. This
Oh, God, here we go.
I ain't even sparking, man.
My Spartan, baby. My Spartan.
Look at the camera.
Eyes and all that type of stuff.
You know, on the side, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at the side, man.
That's why they're gonna lose every game. That's why they're gonna lose.
It's Spartan, man. Like, what's wrong with it, man? Look at this fight. 20 on for you, bro. Yeah, this is tight, man. Yeah, there for you, man. Yeah, man. What's up, man?
You know what? I'm gonna put this right in. I'm gonna put it right in front of his head. One of these days he's gonna wear a Michigan State jersey.
Oh,
there you go, right there. See, don't fall. Stay up, stay up. Ah!
Oh, they put it right here for now.
Yeah, we got it. Got it.
I can't, bro. I can't, bro.
I don't know how JJ dealt with you last year, man.
Hey, you on Spartan head, man. You cheating, man.
Oh, man. JJ, take him out there to the hoops and dunk on him for me real quick. Yeah, there we go. I got that one in. All right, let's go.
Man, so, you know, I want to go back, man, and take us on the journey of, you know, the history of Ulysses. So, are you originally from Columbus?
Columbus, bred, born, everything like that. Graduated from Eastmore High School.
Warriors. Another warrior. We just migrated.
from
Yeah, I realized when I saw the show the other day, I was like, I know that young lady, so it's cool. I'm definitely, hey, Warriors, they brought up some great people.
Yeah.
Did you play football and stuff like that?
I did play football for a couple of years. Went towards the music aspect. Then got a scholarship to Michigan State.
Okay.
Majored in chemical engineering, and then at that point in time, health got the best of me. So it's time to come home, handle things. Then, because the health got the best of me, I went on ahead and got my degree from Columbus State. Submitted that to Michigan State, and all I got to do is pay that tuition. So,
Okay.
Yeah, hold on, bro. He tried to skip something real quick. So, you know, he was in the band. One time at band camp, he was in band, bro. He tried to skip that. You played in band. You was in the Wind Assembly.
Oh.
Yeah, this one time at Eastmore camp.
Yeah.
So, like, what instrument did you play in the band, bro?
Saxophone.
He tried to hide the band geek stuff, right?
No, it's saxophone.
So he's already back in there.
I was definitely that.
Okay.
First, second chair, you know. It's hard competition. I actually went on a few, auditions to certain HBCUs to try to get a music scholarship. But if you don't major in music at most HBCUs, you won't get a music scholarship. So I wanted engineering, architecture, stuff like that. At least that's what I was told by the recruiter.
He didn't think we knew about that band, bro.
Yeah,
He didn't think we knew about that band.
Hey, you gotta do your research on me. I'm a jack of all trades. I do a whole lot.
I mean, did you play any sports at Eastmore or anything
I
like that?
played tennis. I did.
I'm done. Wow.
Walk the ranch,
Man, come on, man.
Walk the ranch.
Hey, my goal is to be like Arthur, man. That's my deal. You know, many opportunities to make your way. Plus, I had a strong mom who, pushed me forward to explore everything. She was like, the sky's the limit. The only thing that's gonna hold you back is yourself.
Shout out to Mama Fuller,
Man,
man.
appreciate it to my mom. Blessings to my dad too, because everybody shout out to moms. But I grew up in a two-parent home. My dad was great. May he rest in peace. He passed away when I was 10, but he was always there for me as well.
Love it. Now, you had a and I'm going to come back and grab that. Tennis, were you inspired by Arthur Ashe? Did they nickname you Euro Ashy Knees?
No, shut up.
Ashy
Knees. I mean, I'd rather be ashy than sucky with the nuts. I told you I prepared for this one.
So, like, you got to explain this book that you read to about 9 years ago. El Paso de El Monte. What is that, bro?
What is
I don't know that.
You read a book called El Paso de La Marte.
What is that?
The book you read apparently you must have read it. Shit, they're lying on Facebook, man. He ain't
Are
read
you
the book,
are you
man.
false advertising? El Paso birthday 9 years ago.
That is not me.
Oh,
That is
now
not
it ain't him. See,
That's not me.
He got caught. That's why he's my head. That's why he's my head. Exactly why.
That's what. So hold on. Stop applause.
Hey, can you translate that from?
We don't lie on DCP.
That's
That's what I'm being falsely
We
scared.
don't know.
He got 99 research. He
They
got
got me
caught.
look at that one.
Maybe I pronounced it wrong.
That's a daggone Mexican coupon book. It's supposed to be right. It's a coupon book,
On
man.
the border, bro.
Or something else, man.
So what from the board? I'm trying to think about what did I look at.
Well, why are you looking that up, man?
Yeah, break people down. It said you read this book, and it said you read Better Homes and Garden.
Oh, definitely Better Homes and Garden all day.
Well, why are you looking that up, man? Like you said,
What is this Impasio?
you the one read it. You know, you act dumbfounded like he didn't. That's not the deal.
Oh, the Green Mile, bro.
The Green Mile is a Mexican.
Come on.
He read the Green Mile.
Was it Mexican version?
Was it's the Green Mile.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Tom Hanks' book version is better.
Oh, okay.
So, okay.
But so,
That explains it. He's good.
but I know you got a big event coming up, man.
Yes, I
And
do.
we definitely want to touch on that, man.
I hope y'all be there to broadcast it.
Okay. Now when is that? Where? Because people want to know when it comes to support.
It is the celebration of my 20th transplant anniversary. Thank you. On August 16, 2003, I was brought in to have a kidney and pancreas transplant. It has now been 20 years, and it will be on August 18th at Kennedy's Cakes. That's down there on South High Street. And she is a minority business owner, young, nice black woman. And she makes pastries, bakeries, wedding cakes, everything. And I invite anyone and everyone to come in. The theme color is green and white. Because that represents transplants for kidneys. So the pastries will be in green and white, and we will be celebrating my 20th transplant anniversary. Most people who have transplant anniversaries or transplants, their organs don't last more than the teenage years. So thank God with improving medical technology, healthcare, medical care, that now we can be added with the Affordable Health Care Act and stuff like that. We don't have to worry about those high premiums. We are living longer. And because of that, we are now seeing people who are at 30, 40, 45 years for organ transplant, where it used to be in the teens, where you only survived an extra 10 to 15 years. So I'm very happy and thankful to be considered a grandpa in the transplant age.
I want to touch on too, man, in part two about how you got the health issues led you to that.
Okay.
In part two, the journey to getting on the list, how that works, and all that type of stuff you find out in part two. I love it, man. You're a bold man coming on here wearing loose shirts and sitting amongst winters, you know, and I can't remember the last time y'all won 7 or 8 games. Like, can you remember the last time, B?
When we went to the Rose Bowl,
What year was that?
that was 2016. Thank you very
How
much.
long ago was that?
No, man, let that go. Let that go. Let that go.
You know we gotta go.
Let that go.
Hey, tell me where they can find you at, man. Just make sure to look you up. Also,
I'm on Facebook, y'all. At Instagram, I'm under Ulysses Ford. You can find me there. That's it. Look at this man. Look at this man. Always got jokes. My little brother always got jokes.
Oh, we got you, man. Big bro.
If not, I am definitely out and about throughout Columbus. I'm a proud member of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, which is
Well, we're gonna get into that too. I love that. We're gonna get into that too.
So I definitely ask you to come out and support our community events.
Yeah.
And hope to see y'all out soon. Thank you.
hey, man, we'll see you on part 2, man.
Peace.
Man, And so this is a Big Ten sports moment right now because
ECP sports moment.
obviously people want to come to the Big Ten, man. Like, so now we got Oregon and Washington coming too.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, man?
So USC, UCLA, Oregon, and now Washington.
And maybe Arizona up there.
So is there a Pac-12, Big 12 anymore?
No, I think it's about to fold.
JJ was right, man. JJ said, well, this be two conferences, man. One side of the stage, the other side of the stage.
So I heard that we're losing a Big Ten team, though. They're going to the Sun Belt. The Mopheads.
No.
Oh!
I don't think so.
Oh, they're going to the C League.
It's
No, I don't think so.
They go to the back, bro.
They go to the back.
You go to the back.
They go to the whack.
Let y'all go to the Ohio Valley Conference.
Hey, man, also, man, you said the women's soccer team goes too?
Yeah, USA women lost to Sweden in penalty kicks.
What was the score on that one?
I think it was like 3-2 penalty kicks, or 4-3 in penalty kicks.
Man, what y'all think about, the preseason, these NFL injuries? Do y'all think they should do away with the preseason workouts, the camp,
No.
the stars to rest? Like, it's free accidents are happening.
No, you should not do away with those types of two-a-day practices, because practice, it builds up your strength, builds up your endurance, and also at the same time, you need to do those preseason games to bond, to come together as a great unit. If you don't do those games, what tends to happen is week 1 and week 2 of the regular season, because you didn't have preseason games, you fail, you get injuries, and people are out, maybe even for retirement because of that. So you need to have practices, you need to have preseason games. I don't think they need to be holding the star players back, let them play, but limited minutes, just like you manage in the NBA. They limit the minutes of their all-stars and make sure that they're fresh for the playoff time. You do the same with, you got anywhere from a 52 to 55 man roster with NFL.
So if you were a coach, though, what would you do? So Joe Burrow went down. He going to miss the first four games of the season.
First 4 games.
What would you have done?
But that was practice.
Yeah.
That was practice, though. So that's a freak incident, but it was still a practice. You got to practice. Because if you don't practice in a live game, if you're not fresh, you automatically going to get hurt. Yeah. So definitely, you need to practice. You need preseason. I think the regular season, 17 games is too much.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it needs to go. I still think we need to have a bye.
What about 2 byes? Like college. College has 2 byes.
I think 2 byes would be great for NFL.
I don't necessarily think so.
2 byes.
I think 1 bye would be great, but the bye should be every NFL team has a bye week at that time. So
Like
all teams,
So
not an intermittent bye.
Gotcha.
So because some teams, like one time they had a bye for what was it? The Colts. It was week 3, so then they went the rest of the season.
Right.
If you want to do a bye, every NFL team has a 1 week bye at voting week, November 1st through the 7th.
The reason why I was thinking there's 2 byes because you got the Thursday night games. So if you just play Sunday and you got to turn around and play Thursday, there's no rest in between it. You get what I'm saying? Right.
There's no rest in between there, but yet what do you do when it comes to now you have a team that's had almost 2 weeks off compared to a team that's only had 4 or 5 days off.
I like that, man. Well, we stay tuned, man. It's going to be more moments like this at DCP Sports Moment, man. Brought to you by, sponsored by Manscaped.
Hey, man.
Please get your Manscaped now.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Hey, shout out to our logo, man, JJ.
Peace.
So,
Yeah, we left off on, man. He was talking about the kidney transplant, how he was a 20-year recipient.
that was kind of weird, bro. I said, I was like, man, you don't have to find that piece, and then we took the commercial, and then we got to part 1. I was saying, we took you on a ride.
Just work with us. We doing new things, man. This is still a continuation of part 1.
You see what happens when you go to a Ohio State school
Oh,
and a
man,
Michigan
there you
school.
go.
if you go to Michigan State, you are guaranteed a quality education.
It's the same dude that know a book he read.
Oh,
What you read? No, that's the coupon book.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
That's
That's
he's
all right.
smuggling Mexican water in or something like that, bro.
Hey, gotta make sure it's quality.
So, at what age did you find out, or what health issues led you to, what was that journey getting to the transplant?
Ooh.
Like, what happened?
At the age of 9, my father passed. Between ages 9 and 10. At the age of 10 to 11, I obtained diabetes. Then went off to college, school, all of that. Great time. Being young, you don't always keep up with your diabetes.
Yeah.
All right. So because I didn't always keep up with my diabetes.
So you had diabetes at 9?
Between age 10 and 11.
Okay.
And I feel in my personal aspect, it was the taking it hard from the death of my father.
Yeah.
And suddenly passing away from a heart attack at the age of 41. That I obtained diabetes. Then went to college, but being young, I didn't always take care of myself with my diabetes. Thank God I had friends and classmates and roommates who were like, hey, take your medicine, take your medicine.
Yeah.
Shake the medicine back. All right, so with that, what happened was I then came home, got a job, was doing well, was back in school as well, and while not necessarily doing the best with the diabetes, I got hit by a drunk driver.
Okay.
So
That was at age 12?
no, that was actually 26, 27.
Okay, 26. Okay.
And because I wasn't taking care of my diabetes properly, it caused renal failure. End-stage renal disease is what they call it.
Now, can you explain what is the renal disease? That with the eye?
No, that is actually with your kidneys. Your kidneys build up proteins, they start spilling over, they shut down, they're not able to flush the toxins out.
Because that's our filter, right?
Yeah, that is your filter.
Gotcha.
That is your filter. And so what they decided to do is put me on the transplant list. And I was on the transplant list. I had hemodialysis, peritoneal dialysis, and in between that, it was very hard to be around large crowds because my immune system got affected. That was the time that I really forged a great bond with Dave and Paris and Damon, Mike.
So you kind of had to stay away from people because you're more prone to get sick easier.
Yes. There's a few times I went to the hospital. We'd be at the club on Friday and I'd be in the hospital Saturday night. We didn't know where the bacterial or the viral infection came from. It's just a compromised immune system. Which I still deal with that today. That's why you get a cocktail of medications that handle that. And in fact, let's take 30 seconds for a quick teaching moment. You mind get my bag of names, please?
Yeah, this is your platform, man. Yeah. Because it's interesting because like you hear about like people on the transplant list, you hear
Don't
about,
pay attention to this blue. All right.
He upgraded that lost bag to a.
Fun.
this is from Mexico. Here we go. This is the El birthday. Here we go.
So these are the types of medications that I take, and I'm only going to show a few.
No, we're not promoting drugs or anything, so don't. You have to mind.
Go along with the
That's
journey.
not what's going on.
Right. But you take one medication to suppress your immune system so your body doesn't attack a transplanted organ because it's a foreign body. But then you take other medications to boost your immune system so that I won't get sick. So if you cough, you sneeze, I can be able to handle stuff. Plus, there's certain things after especially a kidney transplant that you flush away, and some things that you retain that you will not be able to get rid of, and you need the medications. Also, I have to worry about brittle bones, so I do take steroids. I take prednisone.
I got to put the gloves away.
Yeah, got to put the glove. I mean, I'm still strong. I'm still strong. You know, I don't have a glass jaw. My jaw is nice. It didn't work out, okay?
You about to touch that jaw.
He said my name is not Earl.
Yeah, my name
So,
ain't no.
how many medications do you take a day? And like, what's that daily dosage?
When I first started off my transplant, I had 16 different medications. And, you know, I dealt with a lot of things. And I mean, some people say it's TMI, but this is very educational. I dealt with constipation, headaches, migraines, thirst. One day I'd be hungry, the other day I wasn't. I also, sometimes just my body was just exhausted. And I still have those days. Now I'm down to only 9 medications. I could probably go down further if my doctor wants me under 200 pounds. I fluctuate between 220 and 235, 236.
Look good, man.
So, I mean.
Now I can see all your weight is like going to your head also.
Oh, man.
Woo!
You don't come on this show throwing down.
These pills are
And this is the Broke Silver Fox Club right here. We got the Broke Silver Fox Club. Silver Fox Club, please understand, this man is trying to represent with this streaky gray and white mustache, whatever you want to call it. It's got kibbles and bits in it. I don't know what this house is called. Kibbles and bits! Oh, I'm ready. You think I didn't research? I'm totally ready.
Oh, I'm not ready for this because he is on it. Like,
I'm ready for this.
Oh my God. So I read this, man, and you talking about the big head stuff.
Yeah.
It's calcium citrate.
Citrate, yes.
Citrate, which are pretty big. I guess it's for big head.
You know, it amazes me how he don't know all these big words, but can't even read the big words. That's what I'm saying, man.
I still went to a school that don't teach you.
Let me soliloquy right now, man. So can you explain to us the different medications you take and what's the different function for different medications? Because they just see these pill bottles and they thinking like drug dealer or whatever.
Okay, calcium citrate is for me to get my vitamin D, which you need vitamin E. All right, you can't get E without D. All right, it sounds crazy, but you got to do that. And that's to help with your bones. Like most normal humans who do not have health problems such as Dave and Keith, both of y'all can go out there and get your vitamin E through the sun, through the rays of the sun. All right, that's the most simplest way.
Teach and listen.
And then also through healthful eating, stuff like that. You gotta eat your fruits and vegetables, your starches, your proteins. You vegans, you can get yours through hummus, you know, eggs, all of that.
Hummus is terrible, man.
Hey, if you know how to cook it, you know how to do things, you can make things happen with the hummus. These are the two immunosuppressants. These are the ones that help keep your kidney and pancreas going.
Gotcha.
This is tacrolimus or Prograf. This is Cellset. And to blow your mind out, these 2 pills alone run, if you don't have health insurance, about $6,000 a month.
Excuse me?
About
A piece?
$6,000, no, $3,000 a piece. One is about, this one is about $2,900, and this one is about $3,400. So it's about $6,000 a month. Thank God. I do pay a high health premium, insurance premium, because I get the top of the line, but my copay is anywhere from $4 to $25.
Thank God.
So
That's more than a mortgage.
Yeah, man. So every time you get that, you carry around somebody's like, possibly life savings.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm carrying around my life.
Yeah.
You know, so it is definitely an impact. I mean, as pharmaceutical companies losing patents and other pharmacies make them, the price in competition is bringing it down. At this time, this program, tacrolimus, is hard to make in the lab. It's a little small island off the coast of Japan where they found this from. And that's the information I got from my transplant doctor, that it helps with suppressing the immune system so that my immune system doesn't attack the foreign organ.
Because it reminds me of like, you know, when women are carrying a child, like that's why they have the bag in the uterus. I can't remember the name of the bag. It's called placenta. Because it protects the embryo from being attacked from the body because it's something foreign. The same thing with your kidney, it's foreign. So that helps block your body from attacking because when something foreign comes in your body, it wants to kill it. So that helps with that.
There's also something I take which is simple. It's sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda.
Oh, really?
We all have carbon. We breathe out carbon.
Okay.
We inhale oxygen, breathe out carbon. Well, because of the transplant, I tend to hold the carbon, which can make me lethargic, you know, very sleepy, stuff like that. So now I have to take sodium bicarb to exhale and get rid of that carbon. Because just as much as you need oxygen, you need carbon in your body, but you don't need too much, you don't need too little, you have to have the right balance. And in medical terms, 17 to 22 is a perfect rate for a carbon level. Anything over 22, you have nosebleeds. Anything under 17, you become lethargic, and it's hard to do.
I like that. So how long is there an end goal to taking the medicine, or do you have to do this for the rest of your life?
I hope medical technology will get to the point that you can just take a pill and don't have to worry about being on the transplant list. That's why I ask people to donate to, you know, you got the Susan B. Komen for cancer. You got the Central Ohio Diabetes Association that works towards diabetes. And also you got Lifeline of Ohio who helps those with organ and tissue donation. I ask for you to donate to all of them. A lot of people like to just give to the United Way. I ask for you to write a check directly to those organizations, those facilities, as well as Ohio State, University of Michigan, Cleveland Clinic, University of Pittsburgh. Those are some of the top places that do transplant. And for the little ones, please give to Children's Hospital.
How does Ohio State do the medical center do the transplant? They're pretty good.
They are very excellent.
You see, he didn't mention the mock test, but continue on.
Yeah.
I just like setting you up for that one. You weren't ready. Hey, you weren't ready. I'm ready
for that one.
See, I thought you were ready. See?
I wasn't ready for that
Good
one.
morning, man. You watching the show? You know you gonna come with it. Good morning, man. Good morning.
Y'all do the transplant, we come back and do the fruits and vegetables. That's why we got the corn and the maize and all that type of stuff.
That commercial, it's, what is this, that, something pure
Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah, pure Michigan water.
Yeah.
Pure Michigan.
Man, so, there was a movie I watched, I can't remember the name of it, that these people had to buy their organs, bro. It's like $200,000, right?
Yeah,
and then repoed them.
Yeah.
Oh, Repo Man.
Is it called Repo Man?
Tom Cruise or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
Yeah, they had it. So if you didn't make your payment, they can't make out.
They can't make out.
So you up to date on your payments, right?
I'm definitely up to date on my payments. And if not, I thought since you got hands, you got the gloves, you think about security.
I got you, dog. I got you.
All right.
Come for him, I dare you.
All right, I hope so.
Holy Spirit.
Right here, kind of lost when it came to the championship. I don't know. Maybe up there
That's fair enough. With Georgia, though, we should have got them. Come on, man.
I don't know how you blow that in the last 3 minutes, but hey.
Field goal. But man, he took you on the journey of the transplant and that journey of what you have to do on a daily basis, man. It takes a lot of strength and faith and endurance and perseverance for him to do what he does, man. I want to tap into, he's a family man. He's a married man. He's a husband, father. Loves the Lord. I want to tap into the personal side.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna try this again. So where can they find you at, man?
Find me on Facebook, man. Find me anywhere, everywhere on Facebook.
Yeah. And then also, y'all heard, man, we said donate, man. Donate to everybody. It's not just one, man. Donate to everybody.
What's those organizations again, you know?
Lifeline of Ohio, Central Ohio Diabetes Association, and also the Susan G. Komen Cancer.
man. So now I guess we're gonna really see you on part 2 now, I guess, man. I don't know what's going on.
Let's see on part 2.
Hey, believe me, I'm a guest. I don't know what's happening. It's all good.
Peace.
Where the love? What happened to the love, man? It ain't involved. Murder, 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 man, it's all I see. What happened to the love, man? It ain't involved. When it's murder, 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 man, it's all I see. What happened to the love, man? It ain't involved. When it's murder, 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 man, it's all I see. What happened to the love, man? It ain't involved. When it's murder, 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 man, it's all I see. Can I live? Where the love? Can I live?
Yo, DCP, the corner pocket, man. Hit that like button right there. You see that like button? Hit it. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. Boop.